That's what we see Jay-Z has done. That's what we see Puff has done. The music don't become how you pay the bills. It's a lot of pressure off of it. You got other things bringing in income, you can make music.
This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. Like what the fuck is going on? Who told you that song and did you know all along? And why did your bitch sell that painting 2 weeks after he was gone? I'm gonna tell you what it feels like. It feels a little fishy. Feels like something's going on ever since that John Legend song and Khaled's prediction of a Grammy. If you ask me, I can't stand him. Seems a little weird. Question number one, why is there no blood? Question number two, Sam left in the AM is true, but you're talking about the shit's all up in the afternoon. Don't trip, we're gonna find out the truth soon. Who did what to who? Did they plan to eat the chili fries or was it just a surprise? Can you see the lies of witness in a cowboy's eyes? Are we gonna just sit here and forget? Are we gonna ride like Nip said? It's a little weird that the judge quit, handing out immunities like candy makes me sick. I got a lot of unanswered questions like, why is the footage all grit and I can't see shit? Who the fuck is that white man in that white BMW? Probably was the FBI. Yeah, I noticed that white guy, and I noticed the car wasn't in the pictures when they showed them afterwards. They thought we would forget, they got that shit backwards. They weren't expecting me to drop this track and raise all these questions with my Mac words. I'm really mobbing through LA smoking backwoods. I've been doing this shit all my life. TMC, AMI. You might just see an empty parking lot when you ride by. Well, me, I see way more. I see an independently owned store. I see the community taking power back, whether you're white, Mexican, Asian, or black. As long as you're not blue. Good ones, there might be a few, but from my life experience, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not defending Eric, but what's the fucking delay? They requested a quick trial, it's been over 800 days. They try to distract us in so many clever, creative ways. Yeah, you got your Grammy, and now you're a billionaire. But what about the families that are still living there? Seems a little unfair, just a little something to compare. I never seen a fireman wearing a bulletproof vest. Yes, the shit to me seems a little suspect. The shit's a little weird. Crisis actors taking away our fathers, making our child some bastards, killing creative men and women for their masters. The waves that Nip wrote in, you didn't know when it began. A bunch of new chapters. You didn't think about what would happen after. We would put the pieces together on your transparent bullshit. I can see right through it, like the clear blue sky in the LA sunny weather, where the palm trees swing side to side and we ride together on a white horse or a double R hearse in a foreign car. Either way, you gotta be on guard because they're on tap for anyone who's brown or black with tats. Everybody sees it, but nobody wants to attack. It's sad if you ask. We all gotta blast back. We're in the game, though we can't touch the ball. Seems a little unfair if you ask me, that's all. So take your ignorant ass to YouTube and type in Tanika Views to get the real news. We're doing the shit for justice, not views. Sharing knowledge and coming together, that's the real tool. He tried to lead us to the lake, so don't sleep on the knowledge that he gave to me and you. He wanted us to learn from his mistakes, so with our new knowledge, good decisions we could make. And also one thing I wanted to say myself, they killed Dr. Sebi because he was teaching health. Assassins, they come in all shapes and sizes, big booties, hips and thighs. Oh, you're Diddy's girl, right? Oh yeah, John Legend, some things happen at your video shoot. I got a couple questions for you. All those strings you pulled, you still can't make a rap hit. You punk ass little bitch, you probably got a little dick. All the shit that you have to did. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face.
What up, everybody in the chat? How y'all doing? Of course, Cat was first up tonight. What's up, Cat? I ain't seen you here before, but you're welcome. And we got, of course, Carla Houston in the building. Carla, you saying what a lot of New Yorkers are saying. I live in New York, and I didn't hear about Eric Adams. Yeah, he was indicted earlier today. But one of the reasons why we're covering it on tonight's platform is because we predicted that he would be, and everybody told me I was wrong. Yep, as usual, I'm always right. But nevertheless, hey, TT baby, you in the building? You say you thought he was out? Well, he was indicted, but they didn't put him in jail yet. There's a certain way you have to do this with the mayor. You know, they give him an opportunity to see if he's going to do the right thing, which is step down. But Eric's been in trouble for a while. And I'll tell you when he really came to the limelight. If y'all go back to that pastor, I forget his name, Lamar, whatever the hell his name is, and that robbery that happened in the church, he was a con man, and he kept boasting that Eric Adams was his best friend, and the police ain't gonna do this, that, and the other because of the mayor, and he was a felon, you know, and even if the mayor your friend, he didn't really need that at that time. And so they started looking at him then. But then he did something, I think, when was it? It was back in, it was a couple months back, right? I mean, I mean, it was like a week up, maybe not even a week apart. As soon as the video hit when Puffy kicked Cassie. Well, let me go back and start my show off right. Y'all got me going ahead. Okay. Everything on this show is alleged and used for entertainment, religious, and spiritual and educational purposes. We have to get that out of there. Now, as soon as Puffy kicked Cassie by video, immediately Eric Adams gave Puffy the keys to the city of New York. That I knew then that was a very, very gutsy move because that was just not cool. What's up, Knockout? That was just not cool. He gave Puffy the keys to New York, which is actually what you're looking at right now. This is when that happened. Now, when he did this, the whole world had seen the video of what Puff had did. And he's going to eventually take the keys back. But I knew then that, okay, you already associated with one felon who went to jail, ripping people off, and police wasn't doing nothing about it. Even if people were crying, they were being ripped off. Now you're associated with Puffy, who's going to be a felon. He's definitely going to probably going to prison forever. No question about that. And I said, this is not a good look for a mayor. Not at all, period. Then as I started to look in New York, everybody he elected for any position, from police commissioner to fire commissioner, they had already all been indicted under investigation then. And he's still standing there. And every time he elects somebody to fill a position, those people get indicted. So they need some of everything in New York. If he were to call you to the office for a job, because he called you to the office for a job, the police gonna do FBI is gonna do everything, and even cavity search you completely. And so now nobody wants those jobs. TG Baby says, "Did you hear about the indicted? They indicted the mayor of New York. That's what we're talking about, TD Baby. That's him. That's Eric Adams up there. Take a look. That's what we're talking about. And I'm saying they did it because he has to be a part of what Puffy did. This is no coincidence. It may look like a coincidence to you guys. I keep putting y'all tags in the way where y'all can see. But that's what we're actually talking about. Remember, I told you the other night when I had all the crew on that Mayor Adams is being indicted because of Puffy. What I'm trying to show you is it don't make a difference whether you got money. It don't make a difference who you are. I think if you got something to do with this guy, you are in trouble. And what's up, Philly Bill? We always strong when we feel it strong. Philly Bill in the building. And like I said the other night, and all the guys are like, no, I don't see it. Eric Adams is not going to be indicted. Even people from New York are here saying he's not going to be indicted. He is indicted. Yes, he is. The only reason he's not in prison is they're trying to give him a chance to see if he's going to, resign. But you know how black people are. He ain't finna give up his job. He gonna fight to the bitter end. That's when the government step in. But yeah, it's all about to go down, man. I keep telling people something big is about to happen. It's like I hear a drum roll, and then I don't think people are paying attention. And sometimes we got to be careful because this stuff is a distraction. So they got us so focused in on this, then over to the right of us is what they're really trying to do. So you can't lock your eyes on Young Dolph. You can't lock your eyes on Scott Peterson. You can't lock your eyes on YSL. You can't lock your eyes on Puffy, because when you do that and lock yourself in your thought of thinking into this stuff, then something happens on the right side of us and sneaks up on us. And then we see what their real agenda is. For some reason, as this election goes closer, they are doing everything they can to lock the attention span of black people up. I hope y'all feel what I'm saying. What's up, Kyra knows? Kyra got them secrets. Kyra, you got to share with me what you know, okay? I know you know something up in there. But Kyra says, peace and health to the chat and the mod. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. They trying. Look, there's just listen. Just I mean, please just think for a few minutes. When has black people been the center of nationwide news like this 24/7, 7 days a week? I mean, think about what I'm saying. They're looking for black commentators now, all on CNN and Fox and everything. So some of these black people, which are nothing but house Negroes, can come in and say some things. That's right, Miller, 15. They never put us in the news like this. I mean, be it Puffy, be it YSL, be it Young Dolph. I mean, it's just too much news about us. And okay, all the people at Puffy's party, allegedly, all the majority of them are black. Records executives, black, stepping down. It's the hip hop community, which they know that black people are fixated and fascinated with the hip hop community. Hip hop ain't brought nothing but trouble to the black community. Now, my point is, we ain't never been in the news like this. So they must be devised some kind of plan because they control us through the television and through the radio. The FBI took over music in the 60s because they recognized, and I used to put these documents up here, y'all didn't pay them no attention. They did a study in the 50s, and in the 60s, they got the answer that black people can be controlled by television and by radio music they hear. One person put on, what's up, David C. Munoz in the building? One person in a video put on some dreads, and every black man in the world wore dreads. Even I had to eventually have some. One person. And then everybody. Now every crime that's committed, the first thing you're looking for is a black person with dreads. It's dangerous to even wear dreads. You heard the NAACP checked Harris about campaign funding. I guess they're next with indict. You're probably right. Yeah. So my point in the matter is the FBI did a study that they can control black people with music and television. I mean, you can put a woman on television with nails and then wake up every black woman in the world wearing the same nails. That's what the Basketball Wives and Love and Hip Hop was for. All that shit influenced people, and they saw that they could control black people. Put some men, homosexuals wearing tight pants, and all of a sudden you see grown-ass men walking around here with pants so tight. What the FBG ducks say? With them tight pants on. Nigga, how you had your gun? How do you run? I don't know exactly how it go, but I was cracking up. You saying about King Von, them tight jeans. Like, where you put your gun? How do you run? That was funny as hell. Oh man, I was cracking up. So Carlos says, did you what the picture with Trump and Diddy? I don't know what that means, Carter. You got did you the okay, so he said, 1 second. That's my email. It never changes. It is Tanique Reviews at gmail.com. That's my email, Tanique Reviews at gmail.com. So if you want to like email me, hit me up. Email don't change. Just think of Tanique Reviews and at gmail.com. Every time before the election, the police go on the streets and have a sweep. That's what I'm saying. Did you see the picture of Trump and Diddy? No, I didn't see the picture of Trump and Diddy. But nevertheless, I'm voting for Donald Trump. Don't make a difference who he with. We need to get rid of Joe Biden and fake ass Kamala Harris. Y'all got mad at the woman in the NAACP because she was white pretending to be black. He got another white woman who pretended to be black. And I've been letting the Obamas off the hook. But next time I see Michelle trying to defend this bitch for trying to be black, knowing she's not a black woman, and did the same thing with President Obama with the help of the Negro Church, and everyone would pass him off as black, and he's African as African can be, and didn't do shit for black people. I'm gonna go in on her too. If she retired, they should stay retired and get the hell out of politics. If they're in politics, they are fair game. Fair game. Fair game. We need a real person who walk the streets of Chicago and walk the streets of New York and Baltimore. It's really black, who understand what it is that we going through, not these fake ass people, mixed marriages, black people. Oh, and she's what, Bohemian and Indian or somebody like Candace Owens says she Irish too. Candace Owens really broke it down. If you want to see what that woman is, go look at Candace Owens' video on her. Broke her entire heritage down. She has nothing to do with the African American community. But anybody who spent time in California, we already know that. Y'all don't know that, but we know what she did to black men in California. So, hell no, I won't want her ass in office. I'm gonna get that out the way right then and there. All right, so let's talk about this a little bit. Let's see what we're gonna talk about. Now, it is going around. I have not completely confirmed this yet, but it is going around that the 1,000 bottles of baby oil that Sean Puffy Combs had, in fact, was not baby oil. They were in baby oil containers. That kind of blew me away. And I was kind of shocked at that. Like, what the hell is this guy doing? It seemed like it was liquid ecstasy. That's what they're saying now. And they're saying that it is legal pro-drug. I can't pronounce that word. However, recreated drugs in Germany. That's where it came from. Germans invented this. Germans invented fentanyl too, so you'll know. The effects of the substances are compatible with those of alcohol and benzodiazepines because of the wide availability of GHB. Physicians are increasingly being confronted with the cases of intoxication. Now, it wasn't baby oil. Now, what they would do with this stuff is so interesting and so disgusting too, because the stuff works internally, but it also works externally. So it works on your body. So, I thought about this and I said, I better warn y'all because some people are stupid. I would love to show you all a video and some pictures that I got. And in these pictures that I got that somebody sent me, it's of a woman. And she was really stupid. Reason why I say she was stupid because she was not aware when they were in a certain sexual position that the individual was using a cell phone and taking pictures of her ass. I'm going to actually play that video and blur it a little bit, not much, but I just can't now. Trust me, you're going to see what I'm talking about. And we know it's the woman because there was video also taken of her through the hotel and going into whoever he was, wouldn't even let her ass use the washroom. So she went into the hotel foyer to wash her ass, and they got her in there washing her ass, changing her clothes and changing her wig and coming out the washroom. So I'm going to play that in the very near future. We're putting it together now. My point in the matter is, when y'all better be careful when people you're engaging in relationships and stuff. After reading this, I was like, who would have thought? You said baby oil bottle, and you think, okay, well, that's baby oil. That's safe. Who would have thought that baby oil was laced with a type of drug that numbed your body, took you out of your mind, that you wasn't even aware of what's happening to you. It actually numbed and dulled your body to the point to where you couldn't feel pain or anything. Literally, porn stars were hired, and 10 of them could just ram a woman to death, and she wouldn't feel anything because of the baby oil penetrating through the body, killing her nerves and muscles. Not only that, but they would also drink it. So by drinking it, it would kill the pain on the inside. And most of these people had no idea what was happening to them. So I said, I hope adults were up tonight. If somebody's gonna use some baby oil on y'all better buy it your goddamn self. Now I'm sorry, I can't keep this clean because this is allegedly a black man doing this shit. So if you don't buy it your damn self, then don't use it. And I wish I could go into experience with that because, you know, ooh, man, I can't say nothing. You know, I always feel like somebody's watching me. I could tell you something, but I ain't gonna tell you. I can't, because I always feel like somebody's watching me. But anyway, my point of the matter is, y'all got to be careful. If you don't buy it, and especially if you're a woman and something's going up inside your body, if you don't buy it, don't use it. Well, TT baby, maybe you're one of those fortunate women who don't need none. I had the mispleasure of being with one who needed all the fucking oil you could get because she was unfaithful and just a damn liar and didn't share the truth and stuff of that nature. So some people need a little help. I mean, if that's what you need to get the job done, you need it. Women have some problems. Some of them have they dry as hell and early menopause. Some of them are dead in menopause, which make them make stupid decisions. But nevertheless, you have to do something to, and unless you really just want to hurt somebody. And that's what he wanted to do. He wanted these women hurt. I mean, he wasn't satisfied unless they were in pain, but then he used this medication to take them out of pain, on the inside, make them drink it, and then put it on their bodies. It would kill the pain of it, them being stretched, their bones. But this guy was a creep. I mean, this is some creepy stuff. And then they say when the worse it got, then he would whack himself off while this was happening, and these people were in pain, and men were running through. So all those porn stars you guys watch, he is hiring them. They were coming, and they were literally choosing whatever woman that they want. So that's what the drug was inside those baby oil bottles. At least that's what's going around now. And any patient with impaired consciousness of unknown cause, the possibility of intoxication with GBH must be considered. Chemical detection of GBH in the blood or urine is possible of using specific analytical methods and only within a short time frame. So even when you use this stuff and you get messed up, you got a very short time frame before they can find it in your body. So you can see why he was so controlling, making sure that they wait, making sure that they wasn't hung over, because the longer they wait, they couldn't go to the doctor, because I don't know how short the time frame is, but if you waited in a very short time frame, they couldn't detect it in the blood or in your urine or anything. So some of these people really, if you look at these lawsuits, and they talk about they were abused sexually, and they didn't even understand how or what, they are not lying. They're telling the truth. And that's what was inside those darn freaking baby oil. At least that's what's coming to light now. It says consumption of high doses of GHB or its pro-drug leads to severe intoxication, with respiratory depression and sometimes coma. Only supportive therapy can be offered. No antidote is available. So this brings me to a lot of things. I'm starting to wonder now about some other bodies that disappeared mysteriously. But anyway, nevertheless, no antidote is available for this stuff. And that's what they are claiming now that was inside of those baby oils. And they also found this new brand of cocaine. This new brand you see here, and is known as pink cocaine. Now this is serious. This cocaine is from Colombia, and they're accusing him of having this. I'll be sure was in a coma. Yeah, he was in a coma too. I don't even know how he went into a coma. Not much is said about that. He's very careful about what he says now. But this is a new form of cocaine, and they're alleging that they found this too. And that legend that young Miami man flew back. I was sad. I mean, she was stupid. They fly back to go get him some drugs. They're alleging that stuff too. I didn't want to cover all of that stuff, man. It was just unreal. So you guys, that drug, I'm sure, is going to become very popular. So this guy had a lot of drugs. John Diddy Combs allegedly consumed and had his staff procure procure procure, procure for him. It was called Tucci, an obscure street drug concoction, nicknamed pink cocaine, according to a lawsuit filed by his former producer, Rodney Jones. So this drug that I just showed you guys, and it's like on the streets now, you need to be aware of it. It's called Tucci, all right? And it is cocaine, but it's pink. Now, I don't know if it's in powder form or if it's in pill form, but this is a very powerful form of it. And y'all need to be careful because, again, listen, when I was growing up, one of the things, and see, some of the stuff that I'm telling you guys now, over the past few months, I've been guilty of myself. And that's why I want y'all to be careful. Y'all may say, okay, why does he come hard like this? Because I've been guilty of some of this stuff myself. I decided to let someone in my life. Again, I'm gonna tell you about it shortly. And when I did that, I decided to, like really open up my heart. And I broke rules that I had never broken before. I was a very strict, very funny person. Um, I didn't eat from anybody. I didn't drink from anybody. I mean, I went to special places to eat, just like I do now. Y'all see them hot dog. I got special. The managers served me wherever I go. Right now, I done been to New York, Virginia, North Carolina, South. Wherever I go, the managers wait on me. Not even waiters. The managers do. I left dinner tonight, and the manager served me. So I've been like that all of my life because God blessed me to have that kind of life. I didn't just ascertain it. He just blessed me to have it. But then I decided to open up my heart and do, because I didn't have folk around me in my circle. It was very, very small. And opening up my heart, I found out there was a lot of things that I would have to let go of. Like if you're going to open up your heart to somebody, then, okay, well, maybe you're going to leave there and go to the restroom and come back and drink the same drink. But I would go out with a woman in the past. If I left a soda pop there and I went to the restroom, I didn't want that soda. I want a whole new soda pop. And if she said something, that date was over with. Done deal. Why are you concerned with my soda pop I'm paying for? That was my attitude. But when I let my guards down, the first thing I started to notice was shortly after coming back saying, okay, well, I trust this woman and let my guard down, I started to get ill. That's real. I started to get ill. Very ill. Leaving the soda pop or leaving food and coming back and thinking, okay, well, I'm gonna trust this individual. I started to get ill. So I started being very cautious, started to make sure that when I got ill once, I said, you know what, maybe, and I said, maybe not. And I'm teeter-tottering and trying to trust, but I'm saying, man, I wasn't sick before, but I'm sick now because I walked away from this food and this soda, and I'm trying to do something that I never did before, which is trust somebody. And definitely, I trusted the wrong person. That person was doing exactly what I think they were doing. They were putting things inside of that soda, inside of my food. And if I came back, it was making me sick. So I say that to say this. You guys have to be careful so you can learn from my mistake. Witchcraft. It wasn't in the kitchen. It was at the restaurant. You think you out in love and you're dealing with spiritual wickedness in a high place. I'm gonna tell y'all something about another kind of spirit, and I believe you can't hold me to it because I don't have it up here. And it's in Luke chapter 18. Y'all really need to study this spirit because this woman I'm talking about, and she lives in Mexico. For God's sake, if Crown Reese was here, he'd know why I said that. But anyway, the woman I'm talking about has this kind of spirit, and y'all are not familiar with people with this kind of spirit that I'm about to tell you about. And the Bible describes this in a man. He said there in Luke chapter 18, said there's a man who regards not God and regards not man. I wish I could go into that and explain it to you. Think about it. A person who regards not God, who regards not man, who regards not the devil, they could care about nothing. The only thing they care about is their agenda. They don't care if they go to hell. They don't care if they go to jail. They don't care if they get killed. Only thing that matters to them is that they kill you or they get rid of you. You have became the prime target. You have people that are just like that. And when those people are in your atmosphere, you are definitely in trouble. Serious trouble. They're not narcissistic. They are reprobate. They are Kyra got it right up there. Kyra, follow me. They have reprobated minds. Reprobated minds is what they have. Reprobated minds is what they actually have. And so therefore, you got to be careful who it is that you're hanging around and that you letting in your circle. Don't eat from everybody. Don't drink from everybody. Don't get up from a drink. I don't care how infatuated you is and come back and drink that same drink. Don't do it. Buy another one. If you can't buy another one, then don't go out. I don't care who you're sitting with. I've always been like that. And until recently, when I let my guard down, something happened to me that was really serious. And I know that individual did it and cleaned house to make sure that there was no trace of it, because I took it to the police department and took it to the hospital and got rid of, wouldn't clean a house to save their damn life. But after the stuff went legal, then clean house like a motherfucker in 24 hours. Unbelievable. I'm like, the motherfucker clean now, it's abandoned. Unbelievable. So my point in the matter is, I want you guys to be careful, because when I read this stuff about this, some of these people had no idea that this was happening to them. Now, some of these people are grown. All right, they're adults. Now, some of the stuff I'm starting not to agree with the FBI on, because let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about real quick before I say this so you'll understand. I'm in no ways defending Puffy. But here you see a picture of Eve and Puffy and Janet Jackson. Let me pull up even further for you. There you go. So that's Eve, Puffy, and Janet Jackson. All right. They had a Diddy party. Now, Eve tells a story about her going there, and I think she walked away from her drink and came back, and she was out and don't even know how long she out or whatever the hell happened. Now, she said that when she woke up hysterical. She woke up out of her mind. And let me put it up here so you guys can read it for yourself as well, too. So I'm going to just change the picture so you can get an idea what I'm talking about. So she woke up hysterical. That's what the words up there say, if you want to copy the words. She woke up out of her mind, didn't know what to do. She didn't know what was going on. She was a wreck completely. Then she said what caught her attention was Janet Jackson walked into the room. This is a Diddy party. And she said that caught her attention a little bit. And then as she was hysterical, whatever it was, instead of Janet Jackson being in shock, Janet Jackson began to instruct them what to do to get her out of the hysterical rate she was in. No, she sprung into action. No kidding. Read that. She sprung into action and told people to listen. This is what you need to come out of it. They had to get water, hot sauce, and a piece of white bread. That knocked her right out of her hysteria. So in order to get out of this, Janet told the people to get water, hot sauce, and a piece of white bread And Eve said it brought her immediately out of her hysteria. And so she had a bad taste in her mouth about Janet Jackson after that, and how casual she was that somebody would put something in a drink like that. So this shit is real, okay? You see what I'm saying? Puffy ain't the only one doing this. This could be done with some dude you dating online. This could be done by your wife. It was done to me. Fortunately, the hand of God was on me, or the situation could have got worse. Because I don't think the person was trying to poison me. I think they were trying to actually kill me. No joke. So I'm telling you, be careful out there. Don't go out there, drink the same drink, and come back and think that you cool and all of that stuff. And just my recommendation. You can do what you want to do, but to tell your kids, talk to your kids. Tell your kids that they go out to a club or go out to a concert if they stop drinking a drink and they throw that drink away and go get another one. Let's see. Kara says, "Wow, Tanika, I'm sorry that you had to endure this. Thank you for bringing the word." Yeah, I did. You just don't know. And the only reason I can't go into it now because I'm under a court order. She's afraid of people hearing the truth. But they will, because other people had the story before I did. So, can't control everybody. There are people on here with 2 million followers. So, and I just told them to hold back and just let this process go through. But other people had this story. They had it before I did. It was other people. I could put the pictures up here and show you everything I'm talking about. Other people had this stuff. I didn't have this stuff. They did. So my point in the matter is, listen, some of you guys got kids and stuff. Tell your kids when they go out, if they're drinking whatever, slow Jim Fizz or Diet Right or Diet Pepsi or 7-Up, and they leave that drink for any period of time, do not drink it. Order you another one. And if you don't have the money for another one, you don't need to even be drinking it all, period. Hey, Shannon and Lamar. I see you guys, Champion Gamer. I see you guys. I hope y'all heard the Janet Jackson story. It's a true story. Okay, so we're talking about Eric Adams, and some of you guys were here, and I told you that he was going to be arrested after his association with Diddy, after he gave Diddy the keys to the city of New York. Now, you got to ask yourself a question. You just saw Diddy on video kick a woman like that, and she filed charges. Why would you then give him the keys to the city? You know he was under an investigation. He been knowing he'd been under investigation. I found out for a long time. I'm so sorry to happen to you. How did Janet know what to give Eve? That's what Eve is saying, TBJ. That's what Eve is saying. She's letting you know that Eve's way of saying this is letting you know that Janet was a part of this. So she knew exactly what to do. That's the implication that's being given. It's not being given by me. That's why I put it up here. This is the implication. One, I'll show you this is the implication here. These are her words, not mine. I'll show you a bigger picture. Puffy and Eve. All right. And this is Janet. And that's what the implication is here. And Missy Elliott is involved with this as well, too. So Missy Elliott came over to check on Eve. Okay. Eve was out. She was gone. She don't even know how long she was out. And so when she was out, she woke up in sheer hysteria. And that's what that says. You can copy it for yourself. Sheer hysteria. I mean, I'm sure screaming, hollering to the top of her voice. She must have been in pain and everything. I don't know. But the point of the matter is she said it was bad. And she said the thing that caught her attention was she saw Janet Jackson. So to me, I'm a view, this is my imagination, Janet Jackson must have been an usher or something. And somebody told her, you never better go in there and see, can you calm down Eve? Of course, you Michael Jackson's sister, you Janet Jackson, because that's what it sounds like. So Janet came in, saw she was hysterical, saw she was out of her mind, and Eve remembered what she told them to do. Get some water, get some hot sauce, and a piece of bread. And Eve said the hysteria went away immediately. And so Eve was saying that the only way she could know that is that she was a participant and had been participating in that stuff for God knows how long. That's what the story is about, TBJ. That's what E was implying. So if you want me to send you that, again, anything you see on the show that you want me to send you, I'll send it to you. Just email me at taniquereviews@gmail.com and I can send you the story and you can read it right there for yourself and get better implications because that's serious. And there was some comments today that on his next set of lists that's coming out that big names were in there. Oprah was in there. I think Tyler Perry was in there. Gayle King was in there. They called out some big names uh, today of possible people who that they may go after. So this is starting to really turn up a whole lot. And I think they wanted to take your attention off the investigation. But my thing is, I told you guys because Eric Adams' a relationship with Puffy that they were really going to move forward. And here we have it. Adams to return the key. He asked Diddy to return the key to New York City after request from Mayor Eric Adams. The key of the city was initially awarded to the music mogul in September, according to the mayor's office, but he want that key back. He said, "Give me my damn key back." Sean Diddy Combs has returned New York's key to the city after Mayor Adams requested it back earlier this month, following the circulation of a video showing Combs physically assaulting his ex-girlfriend Cassie in 2016. Okay. CNN appeared to show Combs attacking Cassie in a hotel hallway, matching an incident that she had detailed in a federal lawsuit in November. The footage from 2016 showed Combs walking behind a woman near an elevator, grabbing her and throwing her onto the ground. He appeared to kick the woman twice and drag her by her sweatshirt. In a letter, um, in a letter addressed to the communications representative for the musician, Adams said, pretty much he wanted his damn key back. Simple as that. So they're going through all of that stuff. And we see representatives from musician Adams said he was deeply disturbed by the assaulted footage. I strongly condemn these actions and stand in solidarity with all the survivors of domestic and gender based bias, Adams wrote. Our city has worked tirelessly to make sure survivors are heard and seen by our administration. Now, this is just straight BS because you've already given the man the key to the city, okay? And it wasn't like that happened the same year this happened. That wasn't 2016 or 2015, whenever it was. The reason he took that key back is because he knew that was the beginning of the end for Puffy. All right. He knew at that point in time when that video came out, he knew because it was after that video, the feds did their raid. The video solidified the lawsuit that she filed. I really, I really don't believe that Puffy would have ever been arrested had that video never came out. He played games with people and played games with money instead of paying people for what it is. I don't know what his problem is with money, but I'm sure somebody came to Puffy and wanted $20 million for that video. And him being a billionaire and a cheap one, other than spending on himself, just wasn't going to give up that money. But I tell you, and I'll stand beside it, I do not believe that they would have raided this man's house had that video never came out. Isn't it weird that a video so old just resurfaces and it's not even, it looked like it was recorded yesterday. I mean, these videos that look bad and stuff when TMZ get them, but in court, they are crystal clear. These videos. And so that video was crystal clear. And that video happens to come out after I think somebody came to him wanting $30 million. This is true. Somebody came to him and told him that this is true. I could actually pull this out. Somebody came to him and told him if he didn't give them $30 million, the book was going to come out. This was going to happen. That was going to happen. And he was going to look like a monster. And he refused to give them $30 million. So then they went to the Southern District of New York. That's Cassie and her people, filed a lawsuit. And he went and settled that lawsuit within 16 hours. 16 hours is correct. 16 hours, he did something that almost any millionaire in the world can tell you that's not possible. He actually paid $30 million. But what they had started was already in motion. So after he paid the $30 million, the following week, the video came out anyway. And the video to the feds solidified everything that Cassie was saying. Now, she was talking about these drugs and this stuff, and she herself was claiming to be sex trafficked, that they ran through her like a freight train. That's what's in her lawsuit. She's not, saying that she guessed this. She's admitting to not only being ran through like a freight train, but she graduated to the point to where she was able to choose where they were going to have these freak offs at. So she moved up the ladder and got to the point to where she was going to determine where the parties was going to be it in Miami, be it in Los Angeles, be it in the Hamptons, or wherever it was going to be. She got to the level of actually choosing these things to actually happen. So she's not completely innocent either. And so the letter was sent to the address from Combs in Los Angeles and New York on June 4th, according to the mayor's office. The key was returned to the city 6 days later. This is a real pack. This is some real stuff. This stuff is real, man. Y'all tell your kids, be careful what they drink. And don't let nobody bring their baby, or especially you people who going out there thinking y'all getting good massages and stuff like that. I'll tell you what I believe. I believe that Eazy-E was given AIDS through acupuncture. There's no question about it. And the person I'm told that recommended him to acupuncture was his manager. I can't think of his name no more. Been so long. But whoever that white guy is, that was the person who put him on to acupuncture, and that was the person that he fell out with. He fell out with that person. And they sitting there sticking needles in your back. And Jerry Heller, that's him. Thank you, Champion Gamer. Yeah, Jerry Heller. And so, they sticking needles in your back, and those needles could have been AIDS infected. And the timing of it would be, it'd be pretty close to the timing of all of this stuff. And that's why Suge, when he went on the Jimmy Kimmel show, was talking about the bird flu. He wasn't talking about he did it. He knew what went down. What most people don't know, and Suge and Jerry Heller wasn't like enemies. When y'all look at Papa G, a lot of y'all remember Papa G, bald head guy, light skinned, but most people thought he was white. Maybe he was, but I don't know. He was just cool. I talked to him before he died. But Papa G, who did most of the work for All Eyes on Me for Tupac, put Tupac in the tub and put him in all that gold around him. Papa G was brought to death row by Jerry Heller. In fact, when Suge shot up with Tupac, it was a lot of Jerry Heller's people working with Suge at the time. So they weren't like bitter enemies at all, period. They were businessmen. And if you really do business, business is all about money and everybody got to eat. What's up, Chef, my boy? We hit my boy, Chef. I hope you're listening to the show, man, because we are pretty deep one tonight. So, Chef was here tonight. That night, I told y'all that Eric Adams was going to be arrested. Everybody told me, no, he ain't. I said, yes, he is. He's going to be arrested. Because I've been following this. Ever since he gave Puffy that key, the Fed's been coming after him. Every position in the city of New York that he had something to do with, the commissioners have all been arrested, resigned, fire, police, and he appointed every other one he appointed after they resigned. They were investigated or arrested. They have to step down. So he could elect somebody tomorrow, and they qualified. And if he elect them, the FBI just destroys them. What's up, Chef?
Yo, what's up, Tanique? The illest
Oh, you
reviews
got
on
the
this
best
side of
hand?
the planet.
Huh?
I said, what up, Tanique, with the illest reviews on this planet?
Yeah, man. Man, what you think about this, man? We talked about this other night. Everybody told me he wasn't going to be arrested.
Who that? Combs?
Eric Adams.
Oh, he got arrested?
Man, you live in New York. Look at that.
Man, I've been working so much, Tanique. When you work on the water and everything like that, you work long nights. I swear, I just got home. Diddy returns key.
Yeah, man, your mayor been indicted.
Word for what?
Your man been indicted.
What he got
Well,
indicted
they ain't
for?
laid out the charges yet. All of them. They're trying to give him a chance to see if he want to resign.
Man, you know, I thought something was a little weird about dude though. Like with that prostitution, the way he handled that little tat situation, it wasn't. He seemed like too involved. Like when I say involved, I mean like, you know how but you don't really do nothing about it. Like you're part of the problem if you turn the other cheek. And I feel like when they was bringing in a lot of those immigrants from the other countries and stuff, they allowed prostitution to run rampant out here. Like even in the area of the LGBTQT, they was letting them ones run rampant right out here in our cities and all that. And he just didn't. When it's like
What's
that, you
up,
gotta
Lamar?
come.
You on the video?
Yeah.
He gotta come heavier than
Okay,
that. You
we
know what I'm
say
saying?
right.
You gotta cut, especially with prostitution, man. Like he just
So
didn't put his.
why do you think this? He knows that Puffy is under investigation. Now, let's go back a little further. I knew he was suspect when that preacher, you know, that guy who was milking the people out their money in that little storefront in New York.
Yeah.
Just got 9 years in prison.
He got robbed.
And he was talking about Eric Adams was his friend. It wasn't nothing going to happen to him because he was friends with Eric Adams. And at least he thought that. And the feds arrested him and just gave him 9 years. So I thought that was strange that a felon could be calling out Eric Adams' name. So I knew he was suspect at that point in time. All right. So why would he turn around? And I want both of y'all brothers to answer this. Puffy has just had major charges filed on him. He already knows Puffy's been investigated. Why would he turn around and give this guy the key to the city of New York, saying that he been investigated for sex trafficking? Eric already knew that. What y'all think?
Go ahead, Lamar.
I said future plans. They had future plans and it just didn't fall through.
I say he was letting it be known what side he was on, because it's still a battle between the two sides up in here. I never forget that. So he took a stance on what side he was on, since that happened to be the losing side.
Yeah. But remember you were just saying a few minutes ago that he, ABCDEGV had a parade in New York, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And I noticed that, he pretty much, I'm not saying that he just would stop it or anything like that, but I'm just saying he was involved a lot with that, man. I mean, he really, he felt what he said about how he was going to support them all the way.
Right. I mean, it took a long time for them to clean up New York City of prostitution. And I know I'm harping on this, but it's very important. It's very important for him to not be able to put the clamps on him when it was coming in for immigration. I mean, it was like Hunts Point out there. I don't know if y'all know about Hunts.
Wait a minute. Whoa. What's wrong with the prostitutes?
Organized.
Did you forget already? Let me remind you one more time, man. You didn't forget, all right? Check it out.
I ain't even gotta touch the bitch, cause her baby daddy beat on. No, for real, beat her ass, then he
I,
Okay, what's wrong with the
I
prostitute?
ain't forget, man. I'm old
I mean,
school.
get the drug dealers and the gang bangers, okay? Get the murderers and the killers. But the
Yeah,
prostitutes ain't doing nothing but trying to make a living.
Nah, they spreading disease, man.
yeah, they spread it a
Uh,
lot of babies
well,
and
y'all going
disease.
to the wrong place, man. That's why you need the hot dog style and profile at the Moonlight Bunny Ranch.
Right. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
Bunny Ranch.
They cleaned
Don't
up.
get rid of them. Get rid of they get rid of these bad people who making it. You look at Vegas. Vegas don't even have a sexually transmitted disease problem. I mean, people got to be checked out more times than you go to the doctor. Checked out twice a
Because,
week.
well, you remember they always said
Right.
what comes in Vegas stay in Vegas, so we would know anyway.
Right. But out here
I
in New
would know
York,
they got a sexual disease problem. But I'm just
man,
trying to. You could stay to get rid of the
Shit,
problem.
everybody I know, a lot of big
nah.
niggas got burnt in Vegas.
Don't be.
Very
Yo, you
organized.
ain't playing fair, bro. You really
I'm just
not playing
saying. I'm
fair.
just trying to remind you. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
You
I'm
not
just
playing
organized.
playing.
fair, bro. Why you gotta do me like
It had to be
Anyway,
so organized that
I
it's
just
too
want to
organized.
just in case you forgot.
I ain't
That's
forgot. I
that's the
ain't
oldest
forgot
profession
shit.
in the world, man. You on Eric for not getting rid of something good. Get rid of
Nah,
the fact.
man.
So, yeah,
Nah,
Get
nah.
rid of
he's
the
talking about that
fact.
A, B, C, D, and G, K.
Yo, he was letting it all go, bro.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
I'm
we.
saying,
He
man.
didn't want to get mixed up with the A, B, C, D, and E.
He was letting it all go. And
Yeah,
and like
look
I
at that man.
said,
He probably went to the freak off party. I bet you
nah,
so.
man, you ain't supposed to. The kids ain't supposed to see the prostitutes in the open like that, man. I don't
It's
care, bro.
man. It's gonna
Nah,
be
bro.
bitter. It's gonna be bitter
Uh-uh.
with the sweet, man. It is. It's gonna be bitter with the
Yeah, but
sweet.
they could. Yo, they got places if they want to do that. They can do that online. There's so many ways to do that.
Yeah,
Yo, the streets look like Hunts Points back in the '80s, man. Come on,
So
yeah.
man.
that brings me to what we're talking about tonight. What I learned tonight,
Mm.
I have a different view on some of the charges against Puffy.
All
Uh-oh.
right.
Now the problem I have is a lot, not some, a lot of these people were not forced. They are grown and they went on their own to screw 100 men deliberately.
Yeah, yeah. It's a
And
marathon.
yeah, it's a marathon. So I'm trying to figure out
Yeah,
how you gonna separate
marathon.
the people. You can't let the
Hey,
people who went there willfully to get done. In fact, you got some ugly people went that needed to go there because wasn't nobody saying do them.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
Well,
understand what I'm saying?
you don't see him
You
laugh.
know if your ass was fat and you knew that it was raining men, you went to this place because didn't nobody else want your fat ass. Okay, I found this out today. So not everybody here, this was against their will. So how are you going to separate it or just say, you know what? If y'all don't want to go to jail, all y'all better be victims. I don't think that's right.
Yeah, I don't think it's right. It's like you interviewing
No.
suspects, and I heard of interviewing witnesses, but like we coaching suspects how to be victims, and I'm confused. I'm like, I don't understand how all these people all of a sudden now
Well,
everybody want to talk.
well, you
It's
know
just
what?
crazy.
When they found all that liquid, right? By them finding that liquid, a lot of those people didn't know that shit was in. That was in that stuff when they were putting that on their body.
I can see y'all didn't see the beginning of the show. That baby oil was not baby oil. It was liquid cocaine.
Yeah, unless they paid more,
Yo, how
Yeah,
you know that, Tanique?
bro, you
well,
know I got my paperwork, man. That's at the beginning of the show.
Word.
It was a liquid cocaine. Let me pull it back up for you so you can get caught up on it.
if you
That's what
want
it
baby
was,
oil, that's a
GBH,
double up.
liquid ecstasy. And and this form of liquid ecstasy was invented in Germany. So you can use it on the outside of your body. Because
Hmm.
if you're a woman, you finna get dead. 10 niggas finna run through you. So
Mm.
you can also drink it, but inside of your body. And
Body,
it made you numb where you can't feel pain.
yeah.
So so he had a gang of niggas. I found out that he hired every black porn star he seen, and they were just running through chicks left and right, left and right, left and right for his
He tested
satisfaction.
it in the lab.
Right.
and they were drinking that stuff, and they rubbing their bodies with it. So it's working like then gay kind of shit to keep your muscles and legs from hurting, as well as you drinking it to keep your inside from hurting. And that's what Eve was saying. She woke the hell up, didn't know what the hell happened to her, where the hell she was. So she
Yeah.
woke up hysterical, and Jenny Jackson came in and fixed her.
Mm.
Instead of being hysterical with her, she came in and fixed her.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Man,
Like,
damn. You know what?
y'all in shock right now.
No, you know what it is?
I've been shocked.
I was watching the monsters, the Monster Network, right? And one of the scientists said he's a monster. You know what I really thought about it? This scientist, like, he found a way of like taking a human being and using these lasers, and it would just turn you to straight like a corpse. But I was just saying, I'm just thinking about Big Diddy using all these type of different tools, man. It's actual
Okay,
gratification.
so what does that say
I'm
about
free.
people like Eric Adams, Jay
Damn,
Z, LeBron James, who are part of this stuff?
all of them. All of them, man. I'll put them all in there. You got to put them all in there until all the ones that are not supposed to be in there fall the fuck out. Putting the whole Hollywood up there. We want to see what falls out of Hollywood.
Guilty by association.
You say by association, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How come they're not guilty by participation?
Because
because I don't got the fact to tell you how they participated.
I was
Well,
invited.
the feds do.
I was invited.
Huh?
I
The
was
feds
invited.
do.
Oh, they got to
Let, let,
show us what
let,
they got.
let's see the names the feds have called out so far. If I can see this thing, so come on, show yourself. Oh God, YouTube acting up again. I'm trying to pull up the list,
Mm.
and this guaranteed list. If it'll show, okay, so YouTube is deciding to act up again. Oh, there we go. It's trying to show now. Okay, there's the list. These are people who 100% active. Steve Stout, Russell Simmons, Eve, Aaron Hall, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Rick Ross, Stevie J, Dr. Dre, Usher, Meek Mill, Drake, LeBron James, The Game, Justin Bieber, he's a lunatic now. He's crazy as a road dog. Lil
Yeah, he's like,
Rod, Cooper Gooding Jr., Stevie J, Usher, Young Miami, uh, The Theme Joy, Bishop T.D. Jakes, to name a few. These are people on the FBI's list who were participants at the Diddy freakouts and parties and stuff. It's their list, not mine.
Nah, I believe the list. I mean, you can get anybody guest list or whatever or whatnot. But I'm
So my
saying I
point
don't
is,
know how they participated. They could have just been there, like
it
invited to the
don't matter
party.
if you were there. That's what the Bible means by shun the very presence of evil. Bro,
Right?
you
That's why
go
I
and
said
kill
guilty by
somebody?
association.
Yeah, you go and kill
yeah, you
somebody?
there. Yeah. It's almost like a
I'm,
bank robbery, even though you were in the car, you were just in the car. You didn't go
yeah,
inside.
no, I'm not even going, bro. I'm gonna be like, you pull over right here and let me out this stuff. know,
You,
it reminds me of a
you,
prank, man, that I saw on YouTube. I was cracking up, boy. I swear I
you,
was.
pretty.
So I swear, some of these people here, they come up with some ingenious stuff.
No,
So
they
the
were
dude
so
just went and got his
fascinated. They were
partner
so
out of jail,
fascinated with
right?
that. Diddy got that big white bed. It's huge, man. It's in the backyard, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Now hold on, I'm
you
telling a
could,
story,
you,
man. So
no, I'm just trying to
so
say.
this dude would get it.
I'm still with the story. I'm getting to
Yeah, this
where
dude
you could
got
be,
this
you
partner
can be active, huh?
out of prison. And started about 3 years or 4 years in prison. So he was
Mm,
glad to see his homeboy. And his homeboy picked him up, and his homeboy acting kind of weird, like he's checking around, looking for him, something like that. Then he said, why you locked up in jail, man? Things still out here rough on the street. And the guy was like, I ain't fooling with the street no more. I had a rough time in jail. I'm just gonna get me a regular job and do things right. He said, well, yeah. So then his partner reached back and grabbed a gun. He's like, man, I can't be around nobody with no gun. He was like, well, yeah, we're going to hit this guy. Hit who? I was so funny. We're going to hit this guy. We're going to kill this guy. And after that, we ain't going to do nothing. The dude was trying to get out the car, but he couldn't even unlock the car. However, the guy was just actually joking. It was a prop gun, and
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was weird. But the guy would have been guilty by association by just being
Yeah,
with that dude.
just been there.
Correct.
Yeah, you can be there
He would
and
have been
leave there.
charged with murder if that guy was going to kill somebody for real. So my point in the matter is, I don't care if they were singing "Praise the Lord, Hallelujah." If
Yeah.
you at a Diddy party, you guilty. And seeing how many years it's been going on, everybody knew about it.
He had been out
You knew
all the
what
way
you were
with
getting in
your
when you
boy,
went there, huh?
Yeah.
all the way with Jamie Foxx. When Jamie Foxx began to record his first video, Freak Off Party, in LA at allegedly at Jamie Foxx's little small mansion at that time. He was
The
shooting,
only
he
person
shot a
this affected
video,
to me,
first one.
the only person this affected to me and changed, it was Cat Williams. When Cat Williams saw this the first time, this is what he been talking about since Pimp
Yeah,
Chronicles. He ain't never changed. These parties, these Diddy
yeah, the
parties.
Playboy
He
back.
been standing for over
Yeah,
15, 16 years.
yeah,
People in secret rooms and
man. Imagine,
homosexuals and men with men.
yeah,
He been saying the same thing. Huh?
wasn't the Playboy Mansion above Diddy's place where he can go from one? He can actually take a tunnel to the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah, tunnel. Yeah, that's in the Los
Yeah,
Angeles
that was
Mountains tunnel.
yeah. I'm saying there wasn't this the Playboy Mansion right above the property of estate of Diddy's.
So his tunnels lead to the Playboy Mansion?
That's what I was told allegedly,
Oh man.
and that's why they brought that much force. They wanted to go down in those tunnels.
We got what they were looking for.
That's where you hid all the shit. Sorry, excuse me.
And the only way they could have got that is by the evidence by Cassie and Lil Rod telling them exactly where it was.
There it was.
So why are these people so sick with keeping this kind of evidence and stuff?
Just gonna bring down a lot of people. I mean, all the way up to the Playboy Mansion.
Nah, they feel untouchable. They feel like, see, these people be having like lawyers and judges, and they see people get off for murder and shit like that, and they be a part of these teams. But when you do something against the oath or whoever you following, they don't protect you.
Yeah,
If he whatever he had to do if he would have did it, no matter what, they would have never let his secrets get out. It's something he did that made his team, which has been protecting him this whole time, all these decades of his behavior. He's been protected. Everybody knew he was acting this way. He just been protected by lawyers, able to seal files, able to just pay people and shut them up, get money, get large amounts of money to people without the FBI investigating. You getting
exactly.
some amount of money because if you get
Traveling with money.
yeah, if you get $10,000 as a regular person, they want to know where you got it from. This
Hmm.
guy's putting together 70 million, 50 million without being questioned about it. Now
Yeah,
he lost his protection.
he go to Dubai or something and have a good
Whoever
time.
whoever he pissed off is bigger than is on the other team. It's the ops. It's bigger than
It's bigger
what
than
we think it is.
we know how big you can get in this
Because
land.
this man right here with the key to New York City, right here, yo,
Mm.
and he was already had charges on his back, and Eric Adams still had the nerve to stand up there and stand with that
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. Why would
That's
and
like brotherhood.
this is after the girl filed a lawsuit.
Hmm. He was protected. Sometimes you lose your protection.
And then what made Eric Adams look bad is to go like a punk and ask for it back. You don't ask for no key to the city back. It's already been given out.
Hmm.
But he
It
knew
it
he
kind
was under, huh?
it kind of reminds me of like the two sides within the force fighting against each other. Like when Frank Liger said the hit on Kevin Gaines was sanctioned. That's true. He got protected for murder.
Mm.
He did, man. Uh, oh wow.
He was
Now you went
protected.
in there, man.
Nah, because that's how they work, Tanique. There's two sides. The other side was the internals affairs. Now, if they
Yeah.
Yeah.
catch you, you getting locked up. If they catch you, you getting locked up. Then the other side is the actual laws, the ones who are the law, the physical influence. They protect each other. They protect all the way up to judges, lawyers, however you want to put it. They protect each other.
Because that's
And
that
also,
brotherhood. That's you know.
go ahead, brother.
What I was about to say is, Puffy. What university did he go to?
Howard faggots.
Howard University. Did he graduate, or I mean, he did pledge,
He didn't graduate, I don't think.
but he did pledge. He did pledge.
Yeah, he was able to join the sorority.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That brother, if we do our research, I bet you the gentleman that gave him that key is probably the same sorority.
Oh, but so also in the Young Dolph case today, we got a chance to take a look at what he was doing in the cookie shop. Real clear footage. And I'm gonna let you brothers see this, and I want you to tell me what you think, because I did earlier. There's something about this that bothers me inside this cookie shop. Now I want to see if y'all can pinpoint it out. Now it's not that long at all, but I want you to watch it very carefully, and you tell me what should have happened. Other than what tell me what should have happened while they were in this cookie shop, because I see something. I'm one of the people taking a look at it. Check it out.
Set it off. Yes, sir. The chain around his neck, is that the PRE chain? Yes, sir. The one that we saw in the exhibit? Yes, sir. And there's Marcus behind him? Yes, sir.
Damn, she ran.
She
Yeah,
ran.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you caught it. She ran. Why did she tell
She ran like she was like it was a
them
setup.
what she saw?
She ran just like it was a setup. She didn't say, "Dolph, somebody got a gun." Oh, down.
Mhm.
Just like it was.
Yeah.
You see?
And them,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you like this. We do investigate it. We look at it all. We don't leave no rock unturned. The way them cookies, she didn't have no gloves on, and she put them cookies down on that shelf, and without it being in the wrapper.
So what you think about that?
And she
I,
looked
I
like she
think I
was
think she was
generous too.
fronting.
She
That's a
real
that's
generous.
a prop. That's a prop to keep him, uh,
In the store.
right. Them cookies. She just was like, "Here the cookies go," but she ain't even had them shits wrapped up in the bag yet. Like,
Like they
she was holding them
her.
in her hand. Like she already had them cookies already. Just look at when you play
Now
it
I'm
back.
gonna
Look,
play that
look,
again.
look at the
I'm gonna
cookies.
play it again, but at the same time, I'm gonna play behind it the story of how they caught the killers. This was so sickening and so deep. I didn't even know what to think. These niggas were wearing the same clothes, had the same clothes on for 3-4 days. They went back
Mm.
3-4 days, and these niggas had the same clothes on, same gray pants, pro bass, same socks, same drawers. And the people in the
Blood.
community seen them. So even though they had on masks, the people in the community who knew who the hell they were, because they were wearing the same clothes.
Tennis shoes and all.
They hadn't changed clothes in 2-3 days. They got them coming out the apartment, got them going in the malls, got them going in the stores back 1-2 days earlier in the same Bass Pro hat, the same gray pants. But I'm gonna play Dolph, then I'm gonna go into the story.
Set it off. Yes, sir. The chain around his neck, is that the PRE chain? Yes, sir. The one that we saw in the exhibit? Yes, sir. And there's Marcus behind him? Yes, sir.
Here they come.
Something, couldn't she? She could have said something, couldn't she? Here they come. Now check the story out.
Justin Johnson to the car used in the murder. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Coleman. April is on assignment. Johnson is on trial for the murder of the Memphis rapper. He's accused of being one of the gunmen along with Cornelius Smith. But prosecutors allege the overall mastermind was Big Jook, a high-up at CMG. That's a rival record label of Young Dolph. Big Jook was killed earlier this year outside of a Memphis nightclub. WREG Shay Arthur has been following this case. She's live at the Criminal Justice Center with the latest from today. Shay, what's going on?
Hey, Alex. Well, just as I was stepping out to come talk to you, Jamarcus Johnson, that's actually Justin Johnson's brother. He was taking the stand. He has been accused of accessory after the fact, helping his brother. He did take a plea deal earlier this year. He's been out on bond, but today when he's testifying in court, he is not showing his face. Really, he just took the stand about 10 minutes or so ago. And as he was up there, we could see Justin Johnson, who's accused of murder. You could see his face. He appeared a bit emotional at times, so more on his testimony in just a short time. But again, as you mentioned here, much of today's testimony really went back to how crucial video evidence has been in this case. It really goes back to what the prosecutor, Paul Hagerman, said in his opening statement yesterday. He told the jury the problem with these guys getting away with this shooting is that this didn't happen in 1981. It didn't happen in 1991 or 2001. It happened in 2021. There's cameras everywhere, and everyone has cell phones. On the stand Tuesday, Terrence Dabney, a now retired Memphis police homicide investigator. He handled the Young Dolph case. He detailed the crime scene outside of Makita's Cookies. The spent shell casings, videos, and pictures shown to the jury showed two men with guns, one of them wearing the Bass Pro hat and the gray sweatpants. Prosecutors say is Justin Johnson. The getaway car seen on video, a stolen white Mercedes. Now, rewind back the day before Young Dolph's murder, 17 hours before. The jury has shown surveillance video from Crosstown Concourse where Johnson was living with a relative. You can see a white Ford Expedition pull into the parking garage. Then you see a man on the elevator wearing a Bass Pro hat, gray sweatpants. Prosecutors say that's Johnson. A series of videos spanning several hours, counting down to Dolph's death, is shown, showing Johnson coming and going from the building in the same outfit. At one point, he returns to Crosstown Concourse in a white Mercedes car. Prosecutors also show video of a car exchange at a gas station in the middle of the night where that Mercedes is picked up. Then, around 30 minutes before the murder, video shows Johnson leaving the apartment once again. And once again, he's in the same outfit. This time, he's on the phone with his young daughter. You see him leave in the white Mercedes. The shooting outside of Makita's, the incident captured on video. Young Dolph is killed. Today, the investigator testified those guns used in the murder, an assault rifle and a handgun, have never been recovered. Then, 37 minutes after the shooting, prosecutors say surveillance video shows the accused shooters going to another apartment complex, changing clothes, Johnson into a yellow hoodie, and leaves in a white Expedition. Then, hours later, more surveillance video shows him return to Crosstown Concourse in a yellow sweatshirt, go into an apartment, come back out with his bags packed. Then investigators say he went on the run, starting a manhunt. And Johnson was later caught in the Indianapolis area. But again, Alex, as I mentioned, currently on the stand right now is Justin Johnson's brother, Jamarcus Johnson. He has taken a plea deal for accessory after the fact. Prosecutors say he did help his brother with some evidence there they say was involved in Dolph's murder. We'll have more from him tonight.
What do you think about that? Go ahead, Chef.
Man, I think they be holding on to all these cases, knowing what happened. And if you ain't nobody, your case don't never get solved. Young Dolph, and this just happened to be a big case because all that evidence, that reminds me of when you talk about the FBG Duck case, how the feds had that evidence too. It's just clear as day that they watching, man, and they using all that technology to catch people, but only when they want to. Why are they doing this now with him? Because all them cops involved, they gotta hide They got to hide the cover up. And when I say cops involved, I'm talking about what they were really fighting over. Behind the scene, low key the drug game. Because we know Young Dolph was tied to a retired LA cop in Los Angeles. You know what I mean? And with his one dirty cop, best believe there's another one. Plenty more. They got to protect all that, helping to move them drugs across the country and all that. So they only gonna give you what matters to them, and that's the Young Dolph murder. That's it. But they got a lot of evidence on a lot more other cover up. Show us who helped cover it up.
Can you imagine if the people of the United States, us living here, and we find out? I mean, we know. I mean, everybody have an inkling that they're watching, but to find out that they got full control.
Right.
Do you know how much panic? What type of paranoid? It'll be so many triggers triggering at one time. We all really knew that no matter what, everything we do is monitored from the home all the way to wherever you might go.
That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, I think it is. It is once when reality kick in, that would slow down a lot of this nonsense killing, and people just feel like they can get away with anything. See, the human mind haven't caught up with the law. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they're still living in the whole law of killing and sacrificing, and this other entity is a trap too, but it's controlled. And who all falls in this controlled area, they consider to offer you safety, a safety net. But all of us have fallen for that. All of us don't want to be controlled. We want to have freedom. We don't want eyes in the sky. We don't. But look at the ones that still are living in the old law of sacrifice. So I say to you, my brother and sisters, you know me. I still say that we got to go to war. It's just we're going to be in the same position. I mean, I'll leave this earth, and my grandchildren would have to deal with the same thing. And they having children, they got to deal with the same thing. That is terrible for people of color in the United States of America that they own.
Also, we need to send a message out to these cats who think they're gonna get away with crime. That not only this case, as I said earlier, the Julio Fulio case, man, they rode with those people from Jacksonville 3.5 hours all the way down to Tampa on the freeway with the cameras and stuff. Look at them going in the apartment, coming out the apartment, going in the mall. They got you already.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys out here doing crime, y'all need to stop going to jail because y'all already busted. Find something else to do.
They let you do it, which is the crime in itself. Like they sit and watch these people kill each other. They watch and don't do nothing to stop it. But in return, they use that same system to lock your ass up. Won't use it to help you say, hey man, they coming to kill you. You better stop. But they'll use it to lock you up.
Sure the
A lot
hell
of these
will.
a lot of these things, man, like just watching that video, how they followed that boy just now. Man, they got so much stuff on these people out here. That is ridiculous. Like they act like they don't know what was going on at Diddy party.
You know what I'm talking about?
After just watching that,
Biggest pimp live upstairs, shit.
Right. We know he got 1,000,000 cameras they can infiltrate.
Yeah.
How do you expect to believe that y'all didn't know this was going on for decades?
Right. Thank you for the eyes, Puffy.
For decades. I don't believe it. You can't show me A man changing his clothes.
Yeah.
But tell me you don't see Diddy in these.
See see you can
We don't
laugh,
got
but
a Diddy party video.
man,
No,
Diddy got
no.
you. Diddy got you from the front door to the toilet. Yeah.
Right.
Well, Chef, you said that night you would have went to that party.
I would have went.
Yeah, that's what you said that night. You would have went.
Yo, because there's levels to it, Tanique. The ones out here,
Yeah.
you go to the party, you only can be the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
Like, you can your money don't get you past that entrance. So you're basically outside in the pool.
Right.
You
Yeah,
don't
you
go in the
said you
house.
wanted to go to the all-white party.
Right. I'm telling you, as a sacrificial lamb. I would have never
Okay,
been
what
with
if
the
he trying
celebrities.
to sacrifice you as a lamb, though?
There's so many more lambs out there that are willing to be. I don't look like I'm willing to be sacrificed.
They're willing to be sacrificed.
They are willing, They are dying to get into that mansion.
Well, you could
I
have took
never.
me. I'd have had your back, man. I'd have been your bodyguard.
You know
Alright.
what? I would have went to Woody. I would have went to. I said Woody.
I appreciate that, but
I
yo,
would've
you know how
went.
many people be trying to get into that house? That's how they get you a willing participant. Because there's so many
Well, I
vultures
know
on the
I wouldn't. I
outside.
wouldn't have went.
There's so many vultures on the outside, like scalping tickets to get you inside the mansion.
Let me
So,
tell you
like,
why I
yo,
wouldn't have went.
Go ahead, bro.
I wouldn't have went because it was too many black people doing good in one place.
Oh yeah, that's
Do you know if they
too.
would have dropped a bomb, they would have took out probably 3/4 of the wealthiest black people in America.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess.
None of us should be that vulnerable. Where should be leaders of our community were all piled up in the house with men raping men and women with women, working that which is unseemly in the sight of the Lord.
Exactly.
Amen.
Oh Lord.
Amen.
I'd say to you, Trini, I think it would have been a good thing that a bomb would have dropped off in that one spot because we got rid of a whole lot of freaks.
You kind of low.
No, I'm saying I feel that what you just said, I feel that if the bomb would have dropped there, we would have got rid of a lot of sick people. And that'd have been in of it.
Sorry, boy, that's kind of cold.
And then we work on the next 165,000 of them.
There you go.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
it's like
that would have been good too. He could have did a Sodom and Gomorrah, but fact remains, what I'm saying is those people were out here trying to get other people. See, that's the weird thing. When you read this stuff, you got to read it slow. It's like you just didn't go to that party and get done somebody. No, you had to get out everybody and recruit other people, your interns, everything. If you didn't, then he would have sold those tapes. He's blackmailing people. The people had to go out and find women to come back and do what this guy say.
Right.
And they did.
Oh yeah.
All ages.
Yeah.
There was a whole bunch of sacrificial lambs there.
Yeah. What they did was they went out with that pink cocaine allegedly, and they would give a couple of free packs out for a while. You know what I mean? To you, and eventually you get hooked.
Right, and the people were paying to be victims. That's the crazy part. Because it costs like $40, $50 to get into a Diddy party as a lower level entry person.
But that's not including the cocaine.
Well, once you get in there, I'm sure they keep that on.
No. Listen, what I'm saying is that's not including the package that you're getting free cocaine.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's some people getting free cocaine in there, but there's some people in there coming out of their pockets.
Yeah.
You know, take this. Take this.
Okay.
I'm so thrown off by that. I'll never deal with it. If anybody try to offer me some free drugs, that's definitely a no-no. It's drugs. You shouldn't be taking nobody
make sure you
drugs.
don't get up and leave your drink and come back and drink the same drink. You go out with a chick and go to the restaurant, don't come back and eat the same food. If you don't finish your food, just don't do that.
I can't do it.
They'll put something in your food.
If I walk away from a drink, that drink done. I'm not.
Yeah, but it ain't my wife, man. I don't trip.
I don't care if it's your wife. And one day I'm gonna tell you why. I'm like I said, y'all would have an early part of the video. That happened to me recently.
What's that?
You know, I got to a place in I mean, my life was kind of sheltered, man. And there are very few people who come in my atmosphere or my presence. I just call it what you will. I had people I trust, and those people had been with me since I was a child, and they grew up with me.
Yeah.
And it's a small select few of people. They knew me and I knew them. And so when you like that, it's for your protection. Some of the work I did and things I was doing, everybody just couldn't be around me. You just couldn't do it. And so in getting older, you start to realize, okay, well, look, I'm not married or anything like that. Maybe I'm being a little too strict. Maybe I need to let up on some of those principles. I didn't eat everywhere. I don't know you. Even if I know you, I'm still not eating there.
Hey,
I had cooked some things, man. I had
guy,
special restaurants that I go to and stuff of that nature. That's the way I've been since I was a young man. God had blessed me to get to that level. So I'm like, it causes problems, especially when you go out with a date and, okay, you get up, go to the washroom, come back, waiter, I don't want this, I want to get something different. Then the chick go, why? I was sitting here. So now my ears are going up like a German shepherd because this is my money. I can buy what the hell I want. You don't question why I want to give me something to eat or something to drink. Now I'm thinking like, okay, well, you did something to it. Because you worried about what I'm doing with my paper. You don't worry about my paper. If your paper is another thing, and this is my paper. I'm paying for everything. So that was it. So it created problems with being with someone. So as I got older, I said, well, maybe I need to lighten up. Maybe what God told me was wrong when I was younger. I did. I actually went through that. Me and God had a conversation when I was younger, and He solidified it and proved it to me in this conversation, which I can't really talk about. I'm going to talk about my personal life a little later on in the show in the future. All right. So I got to a point to where I said, okay, I'm going to let up. I'm going to be cool. And I let up, and I started to leave my Diet Coke, because I don't drink alcohol or anything like that, on the table. And I leave my food on the table. Man, one day I came back and I ate it, drank it. I got sick as a dog. I was so sick. And so I didn't even think anything. I'm trying to change from that paranoia that some people would call it. Right. I didn't think anything. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I just don't feel well. But the second time it happened, it was so bad, I couldn't wait to get rid of the person and take them home because I had to go to the hospital.
You think she was dropping eye drops in your shit?
No, bro, it was worse than that. I just can't tell you. I was feeling like somebody's watching me.
Yeah, I was watching you, dog. You've been, come on. You don't put your foot in white man.
So my point is that I had to cut all that stuff out, and there was something there. It could have done serious damage. It was put in there to the point to where I shouldn't be talking to you tonight. I should literally not even be here.
Man.
Try to take you up out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And now that stuff is going legal and it ain't finished yet, but it will be soon. But my point in saying that is, you go through those things, and that's why, and you go back to my earlier shows, I told people don't do that. But with me, in my younger life, it was so serious. It caused, some people just had to stay distant because I just didn't trust a lot of people around me. And part of that is because of the spirituality inside of me. I just don't eat from everybody and stuff like that, and drink from everybody. And if I drink something that I bought and I set it down anywhere, I don't want it no more. I'm pouring it out.
Yeah, I used to have my own like that.
So nevertheless, that's why I say, I'm watching this guy. Some of these people, they had no idea. When I was reading this, man, I'm like, I wonder if people paying this attention. Some of these people came to a party. All right. Some of them, they had massage people there, allegedly. Okay, so people were like, okay, well, go ahead and give me a massage. They putting this chemically based oil on these people. If they would have messed you up, penetrating through your skin as you're getting the massage, you don't even know where the hell you at or who you are. And they doing you on the massage table, you have no idea. You don't even know if you've been done when you come to, your clothes and stuff on. But yeah, I mean, I'm like, is people paying this attention? I'm like, okay, this is some people, but then some people have been doing it so long, they were looking forward to these parties. They were voluntarily coming. That's what E was talking about. This wasn't no
Yeah, this
secret
dude
to
started
Jenny.
to be stressed out. They be so stressed out. Now, listen to me. You got people in the industry are so mentally stressed out that they need a Diddy party. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real, dog. Their minds
Well,
are
okay.
scattered.
So you mean you can't go home and have a dick party?
No, we did that already. But look, what I'm trying to tell you, dog. But at this Diddy party, dog, you talking about a marathon. So I'll be so wiped out. I would be sleeping for 4 days after the party. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't know, man. Them dudes talking about they
You
were
wouldn't be
knocked
able
out
to
too,
go
and
home
people
up and
busting them in
drive
their butts
home,
and
dog.
stuff, man.
I'm trying to tell
And he was
you, you would have
feeling
to
it.
take Uber to the crib.
Yeah. Or them
Now,
booty
now I'm starting
bandits.
to understand why Shakir took his life.
Oh yeah,
Somebody was showing him a videotape. He was trying to get away from Bad Boy, put that boy up under so much pressure, he ended his own life.
dang. And what about Craig Mack, man? How did he look? How did he go from looking young to like super old that quick?
Well, I don't agree with Craig and that Mack's diagnosis. Point blank, from being a nurse for years, I'm gonna say that Craig Mack had AIDS. I don't care. They'll tell you heart trouble. I don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the early Diddy parties.
I don't know if it's Diddy parties or just fooling around with these skis. And what did Tupac say?
There was some
Either
skeezers back
nigga
then.
wear rubber
Yeah,
or
yeah.
nigga.
AIDS was big back then
Huh?
too. AIDS was real large back then too.
Yeah, to me,
Yeah,
from
they
everything
doing it.
I've seen and I've looked at the video 1,000 times, and it looked like to me he definitely had AIDS. That's what I believe. I don't
Man,
think
what
heart
scared
trouble
me?
did that. Everybody in my family got heart trouble. They live to be 90 years old. I
Yeah.
mean, literally, a lot of people in my family had heart trouble. I mean, my brother-in-law lived for 30 years with only
Mm,
10% of his heart working. He didn't look like that. He was fat as hell.
mm.
So when I started looking at my family where they have that kind of stuff, heart trouble, and look at him, I was like, no, he ain't got no heart trouble. That's a
Oh
lie.
yeah, heart trouble. He had no fluids on his
And no
body.
fluid at all, period. And the only
Yeah,
thing that do you like that is
I fight
AIDS.
that. That's what I fight in my life. Fluids. Yeah, fluid. I have my kidney failure. I have kidney failure. So, and I fight every day to keep my
And
fluids.
then the fact that he wanted to go hide away from people. That's what a lot of people do who get AIDS. A lot of people
Wow.
don't want to just be around their family. A lot of people go and hide because they don't want people to talk about them and stuff.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just got thinking about him. I just thought about it.
They in there massaging people with that goddamn oil. They
So
ought to be.
man,
Yeah,
Eric
they
Adams
love
is
him, man.
definitely
Man, boy.
Yo, Diddy is crazy,
They
huh?
man.
could have sent me a bottle of that shit. You know what I'm
He
saying?
finally he rubbing people down with that oil.
You look at it. I wanted to get something through the mail order my damn self, but god damn, you got us
You
But
busted.
wake
think
up,
about it though, man.
You got us busted.
you wake up, it ain't nothing but a
I
bunch
mean,
of porn
from
stars in your room.
You only need
Like what the
100
fuck?
bottles.
man, think about it though. From the time you put that on somebody's body, massage their back, that stuff is already working. It's that powerful.
Word.
Right.
And he got the booty bandits coming in, they record and then they blackmailing you later.
Oh man.
You
The booty
willingly
man.
did this. You see that? That's you. You willingly did this.
Yeah, you can't
Now, who you think? Who you,
Word.
what porn stars you think they're gonna call? Because investigating them porn stars too, and they got
Oh,
the porn industry shut down because some more people got AIDS and stuff.
Yeah.
They're not talking about it, but you have to look it up for yourself. They shut it down 3 times before, but this time somebody else slipped the test up and started passing AIDS around. So they got the porn industry kind of closed down right now. These are some of the same cats that he was calling to those parties. So they were screwing
Mm-hmm.
people knowing that they had AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
wow. Damn, did he? Man, you know what? I don't know. I don't think I want to wake up after some shit like that. If they was going to test for this shit, I think I would hang myself. I don't know. I'll be on suicide watch.
That one didn't that one girl say Diddy had herpes? The superhead, the video vixen one.
Exactly.
Yep,
That's how Usher allegedly
yep.
got it.
So they definitely spreading it.
And
I had a
then you
nigga
got
call me talking about he wanted to know
Kevin.
about this chick who allegedly burned him. I'm like, bro, you need to go to the police. You need to go. You need to go to the police. That's what you
Tell them
need to
that's
do.
attempt murder.
That's fucked
No,
up.
Been trying to kill
unfortunately,
me.
in this state, they don't care nothing about no disease you get. In this state,
Mm,
they can just give you herpes. They don't care
Yeah.
that's
at all.
attempt murder.
As long as you don't get, no, it's not in the state I'm talking about. As long as you don't get nobody AIDS, they don't even care.
Now I'm not talking about by the law. I'm talking about just by the code of ethics.
Well, that's what I would say too.
Well, you
And
tried to kill me.
the person
Yeah, that's what they trying to do.
the person that she did it to got a wife and family of his own.
Right.
Man.
So you
So
got to be careful with
you know
that, man.
what did Tupac say? I love you like a sister, but you died too quick, and that's why we called you bitch.
Call you bitch. I bet ya. I
Don't
wonder why they
forget.
call you bitch. I
Don't
wonder why they
forget.
call you bitch.
Somebody's watching me.
Always. Always and forever and ever. Someone's gonna be watching you.
You know what, Billy Bill? That is a
Yeah.
question that has pondered me for a long time, and I had a conversation 2 days about that. I think why it took so long was most people don't know a lot of things about like even a cell phone. Like I knew this crazy ass person who thought she could delete things off her phone, and the stupid heifer didn't know that every minute something's on your phone, it just don't go in your gallery. It goes to iCloud, it goes to Google Photos and everything. So okay, you deleted it out your gallery, but Google Photos
Uh-oh. Hello?
Yo.
Yeah, I think Trinique went down.
duplicate. And I think they caught up with Cassie's people. Because one thing I'm starting to see is when Cassie married this white boy, all of a sudden she had people around her that she didn't have before.
Right.
You know, publicists, lawyers, and things of that nature. And they were the ones who came to Puffy and told him that they were going to do a book. And they first told him that they were going to do a book, and he could get the rights to this tell-all book if they gave him $30 million. This was a legitimate meeting among the powers. And he told him, hell no, you wasn't doing anything. So instead of doing the book right away, they went to the Southern District of New York, and then they filed the paperwork. All right. So when they filed the paperwork, immediately in 16 hours, he gave them the same $30 million they asked for. Then 4 or 5 days later after that, the tape was released. So I think that there was a separate copy. The people had it, negotiated with Cassie. She got a paper. She didn't pay the hotel or whoever had that footage or the person who made a duplicate copy. And that's how it got out. I think Puffy had a copy, but I think they made a duplicate copy, or it went to iCloud, went to whatever they saved folder was, and made a second copy. So if you're on a computer, I can make a second copy of a video without you even knowing I did it. So that's a second copy of something he never thought the world would see.
Yeah. Why did I'll be sure say that was a false book? Why did I'll be sure say that book is not true?
Bro.
Yeah.
When I was sure had his last hit 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He's so irrelevant. I don't care what he say. But trust me, Cassie had a book, and they offered it to Puff first for $30 million without any trouble. He didn't take it. Had he took the book, nobody would even know there wouldn't be a problem. But because he didn't take it, she was advised to file charges. You know, they went out to Bill Cosby. Then it went out to R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, They didn't went after everybody in the whole world with some shit that happened 52 years ago.
Right.
Puffy was stupid for not settling this when he had the first chance. And when she filed it, it was too late. You can't take it back.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Lisa Price in the building? So many twists and turns concerning well-known people. That's why I told you today, they called out some pretty powerful names today. Oprah was involved. Gayle King was involved. Then we got the richest Queen Bee. Well, I knew Gayle was going to be there. Snoop talking about he always smoking dope with her.
Mm-hmm.
To tell the world
they
they
taking the
messed
bees
up.
nest for show.
Huh?
I said they taking the bees nest for show.
They sure is. And Richards, the Queen Bee. To tell the world that they messed up. So many people are involved with this BS. The world might roll over. You're right. My life story says facts. Lisa says, yep, there are substances that can be put into someone's drink, substances that can be put in someone's drink that is tasteless. Yeah, exactly. And I noticed that when authorities got involved to go back, all of that stuff was mysteriously gone. But it's okay. I got pictures of it.
Mm.
Twin Romeo says, "What's up, man? What's up, Twin Romeo? You in the building?" Man, it's just sad thing about the young Dolph case, man. It really is. I was not prepared to find out to hear Cornelius get up there in this case in the first day, and this man got shot for nothing, man.
For nothing, bro.
I mean, ain't no conspiracy or nothing. He was shot literally for nothing, man. For
nothing, bro.
$800.
A genius.
For nothing, bro.
Yeah, he was monopolizing, man. Real nice, man.
Their life gone, his life gone.
And I want to go home.
Nothing.
Hey, but why was Soulja Boy messing with him so bad,
man? Soulja Boy messed with everybody and stuff like that. Soulja Boy
what Soulja Boy do?
Yeah, they was into it and beef and stuff, arguing. Soulja Boy talking about he gonna whack him and all that. Soulja Boy didn't do no bring trouble on himself. He ain't had no luck since he did that. They had to take him off the show and stop him from making paper because of that. People in Memphis were gonna kill Soulja Boy. He ain't been back to Memphis since.
Yeah.
And Soulja Boy, Young Dolph, Juice WRLD, Ludacris, all from Chicago.
Yeah. Yes.
Soulja Boy is not born in Georgia or in the South. His ass from Chicago, just like Young Dolph. You'd have thought they'd have got along fine.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know Soulja Boy from China.
Mm-hmm. And quite as kept, Young Dolph and Juice WRLD were cousins.
Wow.
I'm not finna go through the whole history for y'all, man.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro.
Yeah, Young Dolph and Juice WRLD were cousins, first cousins. They didn't know. Oh, Juice WRLD. It's another case I ain't had the strength to go over and do yet. Well, I don't care what anybody say. I believe his so-called fiance. I'm always have a side look at her.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Juice WRLD, he had some good music too.
He did, and I think his music is another classic piece of music that's probably before its time. I think 10 years from now, his music gonna take off like it was freshly done.
He got some really good stuff. Like songs that were out, I didn't even know was him until he died.
I heard one the other day that I didn't know was him either.
Yeah, he got some heat.
It's really different too, man. Which made it even more better.
Yeah,
especially coming out of Chicago.
It's unique.
If Chicago had his game together, you'd have Juice WRLD, L.A. Capone, FBG Duck, King Von, Lil Durk, Chief Keef. Imagine that on one record label out of Chicago.
Imagine them little brothers getting along, right? Little
Huh?
brothers getting along. I said, imagine them little brothers getting along, getting that money.
Yeah, just think about the roster of Chicago. If you could have Chief Keef, Lil Durk, King Von, FBG Duck, Ruger, Billy Black, FBG Cat, all rapping for the same company.
Right.
L.A. Capone, all rapping for the same company. Chicago would have a complete music industry right now by storm.
Absolutely.
That's why they killed them boys. So that would never happen, especially when Duck did Chicago Legends, where he was trying to call for peace subliminally. People don't listen to Chicago Legends. He was trying to get away from this drill stuff, but the more he tried to get away from it, the more Von and Dirk kept coming at him and stuff, talking about his brother and stuff being shot up. And he was trying to pull away from that, offering peace, mentioning his ops in Chicago Legends and giving credit to them for how skilled they was, but nobody bit. They wanted to fight.
Yeah.
So when he dropped Dead Bitches, the fight was over with. It was over with, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It was over with. I mean, that's the hardest. That to me ranks up there with Hit 'Em Up. That is the hardest drill song on Dead People. He woke them niggas up and killed them all over again.
Yeah, that was ill. That was definitely ill, though. They would have had a stronghold.
Man, and you know it bothered him because when the police found the car, they found the car within hours. There was a note in the car that they was mad at him about dead bitches. So they were mad about. So that song did shake him up. So you want to know who won the battle in music? FBG Duck won the battle. It cost him his life. He won the battle.
It damn sure cost him his life.
Cost him his life. But they were doing the same thing too. How you gonna talk about my mom? I'm not gonna talk about yours.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so stupid. All of us played dozens when we grew up. Your mama didn't wear no drawers. I saw when she took them off. She laid them in the sky. Man refused to fly.
Yeah.
We all did it as kids. Nobody got killed.
Man, they were scared of that boy too. They feared FBD Duck.
Nevertheless, we're talking tonight. Eric Adams has officially been indicted. My belief is it's definitely a connection to Puffy. And I do not believe that Eric Adams is the last official politician that's going to be indicted. I think there's big news to come. I want to thank you to all my subs and to all my followers. As usual, I say one nation.
That's what we see Jay-Z has done. That's what we see Puff has done. The music don't become how you pay the bills. It's a lot of pressure off of it. You got other things bringing in income, you can make music.
This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. Like what the fuck is going on? Who told you that song and did you know all along? And why did your bitch sell that painting 2 weeks after he was gone? I'ma tell you what it feels like. It feels a little fishy. Feels like something's going on ever since that John Legend song and college prediction of a Grammy. If you ask me, I can't stand him. Seems a little weird. Question number 1, why is there no blood? Question number 2, Sam left in the AM is true, but you're talking about the shits all up in the afternoon. Don't trip, we're gonna find out the truth soon. Who did what to who? Did they plan to eat the chili fries or was it just a surprise? Can you see the lies of witness in a cowboy's eyes? Are we gonna just sit here and forget? Are we gonna ride like Nip said? It's a little weird that the judge quit. Handing out immunities like candy makes me sick. I got a lot of unanswered questions like, why is the footage all grit and I can't see shit? Who the fuck is that white man in that white BMW? Probably was the FBI. Yeah, I noticed that white guy, and I noticed the car wasn't in the pictures when they showed them afterwards. They thought we would forget. They got that shit backwards. They weren't expecting me to drop this track and raise all these questions with my Mac words. I'm really mobbing through LA smoking backwoods. I've been doing this shit all my life. TMC, AMI. You might just see an empty parking lot when you ride by. Well, me, I see way more. I see an independently owned store. I see the community taking power back, whether you're white, Mexican, Asian, or black. As long as you're not blue, good ones there might be a few, but from my life experience I'm like, fuck that. I'm not defending Eric, but what's the fucking delay? They requested a quick trial, it's been over 800 days. They try to distract us in so many clever creative ways. Yeah, you got your Grammy and now you're a billionaire, but what about the families that are still living there? Seems a little unfair, just a little something to compare. I never seen a fireman wearing a bulletproof vest. Yes, the shit to me seems a little suspect. The shit's a little weird. Crisis actors taking away our fathers, making our child some bastards, killing creative men and women for their masters. The waves that Nip wrote in, you didn't know it began. A bunch of new chapters, you didn't think about what would happen after. We would put the pieces together on your transparent bullshit. I can see right through it, like the clear blue sky in the LA sunny weather, where the palm trees swing side to side and we ride together on a white horse or a double R hearse in a foreign car. Either way, you gotta be on guard, because they're on tap for anyone who's brown or black with tats. Everybody sees it, but nobody wants to attack. It's sad if you ask, we all gotta blast back. We're in the game, but we can't touch the ball. Seems a little unfair if you ask me, that's all. So take your ignorant ass to YouTube and type in Tanika Views to get the real news. We're doing the shit for justice, not views. Sharing knowledge and coming together, that's the real tool. He tried to lead us to the lake, so don't sleep on the knowledge that he gave to me and you. He wanted us to learn from his mistakes, so with our new knowledge, good decisions we could make. And also one thing I wanted to say myself, they killed Dr. Sebi because he was teaching health. Assassins, they come in all shapes and sizes, big booties, hips and thighs. Oh, you're Diddy's girl, right? Oh yeah, John Legend, some things happen at your video shoot. I got a couple questions for you. All those strings you pulled, you still can't make a rap hit. You punk ass little bitch, you probably got a little dick. All the shit that you have to did. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face.